Okay, if I were in a competitive thing and I saw three, I'd probably skip three and go to four and five. But I'm just going to do three. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to do three. So let's go to the whiteboard again. And the way I would do three is it's a factoring problem. And the first thing I notice about this factorization problem is I don't think I could factor it looking at it. So because I don't see any GCFs and I really don't see any special patterns that I know about or at least recognize quickly. Like after I do it, I say, oh yeah, it's there, but not now. Let's write this down. C minus A, and then plus C cubed, and then A minus B. All right? I'm going to multiply it out because I don't see a GCF at this point. So I'm going to multiply it out and hope to see something. Let's write this down carefully. A cubed B minus A cubed C. I'm going to try to maintain alphabetical order, by the way. B cubed C minus AB cubed plus AC cubed minus BC cubed. All right? And let me take a look at this thing over here and see what I could do. And I'm going to look for something that I can probably pull things together in a different ordering, by the way. I'm still looking for a pattern of grouping at this point. Like it started out as a grouping problem. I'm going to try to rearrange it into an easier grouping pattern. And let me take a look at it. And I'm going to look for some squares things. See if I see those. So let's just do this A cubed B. And let me look for another one. And I got to look around, right? I see nothing with an AB in it. I see these two. Let me look at those two and factor an AB out from it. And I think I'm getting what I want. So you would get A squared minus B squared. Let me just take a look, by the way. You get A cubed B minus AB cubed. That's pretty good. All right? Let's do the next thing. I'm looking around for something else to do. And I noticed that these two over here, they also, like, if I group these two together, it's just trying, right? I'm going to factor out a minus C, though. And you'd be left with an A cubed minus B cubed. Then we'll look at these two. Let's see what you get there. I'm back in the beginning again, C cubed, right? Maybe this isn't so helpful. But one thing I noticed about it now that I'm starting to see things by just slight rearrangements that there may be factors common to all those terms. Let's write this over here. A, B. This is going to be A plus B, A minus B, minus C. And this one's going to be A minus B, A squared, plus AB, plus B squared, plus C cubed, A minus B. I'm getting close now. Someone said, what are you getting close to? I'm getting close to a factorization of the problem. I'm going to get GCF in the problem now. And I want to point out what the GCF is. It's actually just A minus B. It's in every single term, by the way. So I'll write this down. So it's going to be A minus B. And that's about all I see as a common factor. So I'm going to write this down now. It's going to be AB, A plus B. That's from the first term, by the way. And then I get minus C. I get A squared plus AB plus B squared. Then what I get in the end, I get plus C cubed. All right? That's not so bad. I got it partially factored at this point. Now, what I'm looking at is, I got a root of the problem now. And the root is when A equals B. That's our root of the problem. And now we got something to factor, don't we? Let me go through this over here. I'm kind of looking at it. And I know the root now. What I mean by root is if A equals B, that's a 0 for the problem. And let me just take a look. So I got the A minus B. And I'm really trying to factor this nightmare now. All right, let's take a look at that. And I'm going to simply say, let A equal B, by the way. And let me see if I see something that might help me factor it, because I know it's the root of the problem, by the way. That A equals B is the root of the problem. So I'd get A plus A equals B, by the way, minus C, A squared, plus, well, A equals B, so that's going to be A squared again, and B squared is A squared. So I'm taking everything and trying to rewrite it into something I can figure out, plus C cubed. So what does it give me? It gives me A squared times 2A, I'll go slow with this, minus, this would be C, 3A squared, and this would be plus C cubed. Again, I'm just fishing around for something at this point. So what do you get there? You get 2A cubed minus 3A squared C plus C cubed. All right? Well, by inspection again, I'm noticing this over here, that if A were equal to C, this would also be a root of the problem. So let's write that down. 2A cubed minus 3A squared A plus A cubed. And that's the root of it. Why is that? You got 2A cubed minus 3A cubed plus A cubed, which would just be 0. So I'm well on my way to figuring out this, and my question is, how do you do that? And I know that, A equals B is a root, A equals C is a root. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, maybe I should start to erase this stuff here. This would just help me out to find out what the roots were. Let me erase this stuff over here. I don't need it anymore. But I got to use those roots to get the factors now. And someone says, how would you do that? Well, if these are the roots, there's going to be 2 more factors now. And I'll write this down for you. I'm going to say A minus C. Maybe I should divide that in now. All right, divide that in. Let's take a look at this. And then A equals B. This is a tough part for me. I'm going to go backwards now. And I'm sorry about that. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go backwards. I already showed it's a root. Let me go forward, so. This is the magic of these erasers, by the way. You can just go forward. Whoops. All right, so let me just do this over here. So I'm going to say over here, I could factor this thing now. And let me write that down for you. So I know that this thing factors to A minus C. And I'm going to try to do this without too much work, by the way. And I know that it factors kind of nicely, by the way, but I don't know that middle term yet. But I am going to say it's 2A squared. I'm just using, A times 2A squared is 2A cubed. And the last guy is going to be minus C squared. All right? What's the middle term, though? And I got to do that. And I'm going to do it by multiplication or equating coefficients. So if you were to multiply this out, you're going to get 2A cubed. I'm going to put something over here. I'm going to put plus something over your question mark. All right? Now, when I do that over here, I know that question mark is, if it is an ordered polynomial, there'd be an AC in there. So let me just get rid of the question mark now and say, plus, I'm going to say big A, little a c. I just don't know what the big A is. I have no idea. So you get 2A cubed plus big A squared c, minus AC squared. Now it's going to be minus, let's see, what do you get there? You get minus 2C A squared C, right? Minus 2 A squared C. Then you're going to get minus big A AC squared, and then you get the plus C cubed. Well, you know what? I know I wanted this and this over here, and then my question is, what am I looking for? I'm looking for something, and what am I looking for? I'm looking for minus 3A squared C. So if I were looking at this right over here, let's take a look at what would I want the A to be? I want the A to be minus 1. Let me just put that in for you now. We got that part covered. Let me just get that down. And this is a tough question for me. So I'm going to say this over here. And it certainly, whoops, I made a mistake there. Sorry about that. I put it in the wrong spot, by the way. And I want to put it up here. I found the A to be that. And I'm going to put this over here. Okay? So we got that partially factored. All right? And that's an interesting thing to get that partially factored. I'm going to go back up. And I'm going to put that in there. And what am I going to put down? Let's write that down. And I'm looking at that. I got A minus C. And then we got this 2A squared minus AC. Let's see what else we got there. Minus C squared. All right, let's see if we can go for that. So we got the A minus B, A minus C. And then I'm looking at this guy over here, and I want to see if I can factor that. So A minus B, A minus C. We're almost there, by the way. And then what do you get there? Gee, I gotta be careful, don't I? It's gonna be 2A, and A, C and C, minus plus, and we're done. We got it completely factored. If you want, you can multiply it out. All right? So what do we do over there? A multiplication out, rearrangement to look for factors. We had a GCF. We noticed in the GCF the root was A equals B, and then we use that information to kind of pull our way forward. It's a tough factorization problem, though. But we're done. Thank you.